Hari Om and Namaste. Welcome back to Standard 7, Chapter number 3, Religious Synthesis. Aim: to elucidate social life during the medieval period, to learn about the Bhakti movement that emerged in different regions of India. Introduction. Diversity of language and religions is an important characteristic of the Indian society. Considering diversity of languages and religions, the Indian constitution has adopted the principle of secularism. Among these efforts, the Bhakti movement, Sikhism and Sufi sect have a significant place. These different streams of thought arose in different parts of India. They emphasized harmony between the different sects and religions along with the devotion to God. Initially, rituals and Brahmanyan were greatly emphasized in the Indian religious life. In the medieval period, they gave way to Bhakti Marg, that means the path of devotion. Bhakti Marg did not give undue importance to hierarchy, which further facilitated introduction. In the different regions of India, we find different forms of the path of devotion according to the local situation there. The Bhakti movement used the common people's language instead of Sanskrit, which led the development of regional languages. Bhakti movement. It is believed that the Bhakti movement originated in South India. The Nayanar and Alvar Bhakti movement emerged in this region. The Nayanars were devotees of Shiva, while the Alvars were devotees of Vishnu. There were also attempts to consider Shiva and Vishnu as one and the same and bring them together. Harihar idols, which depict half Vishnu and half Shiva, were produced in this period on a large scale. People belonging to all social strata had participated in these bhakti movements. They preached values like love of God, humanity, compassion, mercy, etc. Ramanuj and other acharyas strengthened the base of the bhakti movement in South India. They told that people that God is for all and God does not discriminate. The teachings of Ramanuj had a great impact in North India also. Ramanuj and other acharyas strengthened the base of the bhakti movement in South India. They told people that God is for all and God does not discriminate. The teachings of Ramanuj had a great impact in North India also. Sant Ramanan strengthened the Bhakti movement in North India. Bhakti movement in North India. Sant Kabir is a well-known Sant in the Bhakti movement. He did not attach any importance to places of pilgrimage, vrats or idol worship. For him, truth was God. He taught that all human beings are equal. He did not believe in any differences based on caste, creed, sect and religion. He wanted to bring about Hindu and Muslim unity. He criticized the extremely orthodox people in both Hindu and Muslim religions in strong terms. In Bengal, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu underlined the importance of Krishna Bhakti. Due to his teachings, people joined the Bhakti movement in transcending the boundaries of caste and creed. Under his influence, Shankaradev spread the Bhakti movement in Assam. Narsi Mehta was a renowned Vaishnav Sant in Gujarat. He was an ardent devotee of Krishna. He gave the message of equality. He is known as the first poet of the Gujarati language. Sant Mirabai stressed the importance of devotion to Krishna. She belonged to the royal family of Mewar. She renounced all pleasures of the royal family and immersed herself in devotion to Krishna. She composed devotional verses in Rajasthani and Gujarati. Her devotional verses give the message of devotion, tolerance, and humanity. Sant Sena was an influential Sant. Sant Rohidas was a great Sant. He gave the message of equality and humanity. Surdas, a great poet of Hindi literature, composed the poetical work Sur Sagar. Devotion to Krishna, that is Krishna Bhakti, is the subject of his work. The verses on Krishna Bhakti composed by the Muslim Sant Ras Khan are melodious. Ramcharitmanas or Sant Tulsidas is a beautiful composition expressing devotion to Rama. Basaveshwar. In Karnataka, Basaveshwar spread the Lingayat stream of thought. He opposed the caste system and stressed the dignity of labor. Kaya Kavi Kailas is his well-known saying, which means work is Kailash, that is, work is worship. He encouraged women's participation in his movement. Sri Basaveshwar conveyed his teachings in the language of the people, that is, Kannada. Through the medium of Vachan literature, his work had a great impact on society. Basaveshwar followers have composed their work in Marathi also. Of these compositions, Param Rahasya composed by Manmat Swami is very well known. Great sants in Karnataka include Pam, Purandara Dasa and others. They composed many devotional verses in Kannada. Manubhav Pant. In the 13th century, Chakradhar Swami founded the Manubhav Pant in Maharashtra. This sect preaches devotion to Krishna. Sri Govinda Prabhu was the guru of Chakradhar Swami. The followers of Chakradhar included men and women belonging to all castes and creeds. Chakradhar supported equality. Chakradhar travelled to all parts of Maharashtra preaching in Marathi. He preferred Marathi instead of Sanskrit. This led to the development of the Marathi language. Many works were composed in Marathi. This sect mainly spread in the Vidarbha and Marathwada regions of Maharashtra. Riddhipur in Vidarbha is an important place for people of this sect. This sect had reached up to far away regions like the Punjab and Afghanistan. Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak was the founder of Sikhism and the first Guru of Sikh. He visited the holy places of both Hindus and Muslims. He had also visited Makkah. He realized that the feeling of devotion is common everywhere. Guru Nanak taught that all persons should be treated equally. His teachings aimed at achieving Hindu-Muslim unity. He emphasized chaste behavior. Many people were influenced by the teachings of Guru Nanak. The number of his followers increased day by day. The followers of Guru Nanak are known as Sikhs, that is Shishyas, meaning disciples. The Adi Granth, also known as the Guru Granth Sahib, is the holy book of the Sikh. The Adi Granth includes composition by Guru Nanak, Sant Namdev, Sant Kabir and other sons. Guru Nanak was succeeded by 9 gurus of the Sikhs. Guru Gobind Singh was the 10th Guru of the Sikhs. After Guru Gobind Singh, Sikhs regard the Guru Granth Sahib as their Guru, as per the order of Guru Gobind Singh. The Sufi sect. This is a sect in Islam. The Sufi saints believe that God is full of love and the only way to reach Him is through love and devotion. Their main teachings are love for all living beings, meditation and simple living. Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti, Sheikh Nizamuddin Awliya were great Sufi sons. The teaching of Sufi sons led to unity in the Hindu and Muslim communities. Sufi music has made valuable contribution to Indian music. The path of bhakti taught by the sons was easy to follow for the common people. The bhakti movement was open to all men and women. The sons expressed the thoughts in the language of the people. The common people found them close to their heart. The bhakti movement has contributed greatly to the making of the Indian culture. Recap. Bhakti Marg means the path of devotion. The bhakti movement used the common people's language instead of Sanskrit, which led the development of regional languages. Ramanuj and other acharyas strengthened the base of the bhakti movement in South India. They told people that God is for all and God does not discriminate. In Bengal, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu underlined the importance of Krishna Bhakti. Narsi Mehta was a renowned Vaishnav Sant in Gujarat. Sant Mirabai stressed the importance of devotion to Krishna. In Karnataka, Basaveshwar spread the Lingayat stream of thought. Kaya Kavi Kailas is his well-known saying which means work is Kailash. That means work is worship. In the 13th century, Chakradhar Swami founded the Manubhav Panth in Maharashtra. Guru Nanak was the founder of Sikhism and the first Guru of Sikhs. The followers of Guru Nanak are known as Sikh, that is Shishyas, meaning disciples. After Guru Gobind Singh, Sikhs regarded the Guru Granth Sahib as their Guru, as per the order of Guru Gobind Singh. Thank you.